Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Taurus, we're going to get you going towards success, my friends. That's what the intention of this spread is. I'm going to use the Archangel Oracle deck, the Doggy Wisdom Oracle deck. I've got my Shadowscape Tarot and my teeny tiny Everyday Witch Tarot. If you hear noise in the background, it is little Abadozers, the cat, Mr. Latte. He is playing. He found my raven's feather. Yesterday he found my crow's feather, and now they're all done. So anyways, yeah, you crunch on that. Just having a good time. So we're going to, the Oracle decks, Taurus, are going to be the overall energy of this reading for you. And then we're going to get into 4 key questions that we're going to ask with the tarot. So let's get started. Taurus. Overall energy for Taurus. All right, Taurus, your overall energy, clear cognizance. I love it because it's the artwork on the back of the card. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. I'm feeling like you guys are about to be very, very inspired. I feel like inspiration is about to come to you in ways that you didn't anticipate it coming. And I do feel like these are ideas that bring solutions into your life. Yep, ideas that bring solutions into your life. So these are really powerful ideas. I don't want to say that they're not just particularly creative, and they might be. These might be creative ways to come up with some problems, some solutions to come up with some problems. Let's not hope you're coming up with some problems to put into your life, but solutions. And I feel like too, and just at the top of the mountain there like that, it's as if these will probably be the best and most enlightened courses of action or ideas here for you to develop and move forward with. You have really made short work of that. Really having a good time with that. It's a big long raven's feather. And he's got it on his back, and he's got a little back claws on it. Yeah, he's wild right now. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Oh, chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. I love that you have that with the breathe at the bottom. So oh my gosh, it's like, I'm seeing in my mind's eye almost like DNA that's getting recoded and DNA that's being turned off and some of it being turned on here. Don't mess with the mural. And it's almost like a gas that needs to be released, you know, through some sort of a process, like a combustion engine, or like just ourselves, like exhaling CO2. But it's almost like it gets rid of something here that is no longer needed. And then under that, you have Indigo and Crystal Children. This has been coming out a little bit today. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So that might be that might even be something maybe that you might be gravitating towards. There might be something that you want to do even for kids. There might be, yeah, actually, you might have some sort of a grand idea coming in here for something that you would like to do with kids to help them with maybe even spiritual growth, opening up their abilities. What's going on? Oh, okay. Oh, now he's found the crow feather. All right, the Doggy Wisdom is going to go with this. What do we have with the doggies? What do the dogs got to say? Taurus. You might even hear some shit. So I'm also hearing that. I don't know if you guys experience this. I don't always just before I fall asleep, but sometimes I do. It's almost like that moment caught between being awake and actually falling into sleep. That sort of in-between state where you can hear, not almost, I literally will hear like voices and almost full conversations. So there's something like about that too with this card. Did I split it? I don't know if I did. I feel like I need to shuffle it. He's very talkative, this little cat. If he doesn't know where you are, he's like hollering in the house. Wow, where are you? Oh, eagerness. Ooh, look at this. These are inspiring ideas coming for you. I like it. They definitely are answered prayers. Like, it's just goodness. Because it's like eager. Oh my God, this is it. This is exactly what you wanted to do. This was exactly what you were hoping to understand. This is exactly some sort of information that you were trying to bring in here. Worry, determination, and rest. I mean, maybe that's something that you're going through right now. Worry, determination, and rest. So you might even be worrying yourself a little bit into some form of exhaustion. Even just, you know, maybe not exhaustion, but just feeling a little bit more tired than lately. And I feel like, though, with worry and determination, it's like this is something that, even though it might plague on your mind a little bit, you're determined to kind of see yourself through it. But yeah, you need to rest, because that can be kind of tiring too. All right, we're going to pull out tarot. Sorry, I'm just looking around because Lily's in her bed over there. And they're getting along. But I mean, it's still early, so I just want to make sure nobody's feeling uncomfortable with each other. So I'm going to pull out tarot. I'm going to ask the obstacle that you are facing right now. How is this showing up in your life? Hidden factors that you are unaware of. And what can help you grow right now? And then I'm going to pull out a card for clear cognizance and eagerness. Sir Abadozers has left the room. Obstacle that the obstacle that you are facing is the Empress. Well, that's like you. Biggest obstacle. Wow. Well, aren't you something? Because, okay, the message that I'm getting here is, you're already pretty the bomb. Like, you're already pretty the bomb, and you're already pretty clear cognizant. There isn't really much more that the universe has to tell you, but there's I don't know. I'm just getting like, okay, I'm really picturing somebody that's really done something really, really well here for themselves. It might be your whole life in general. It might be just one particular area of your life. And you've kind of brought it to its full capacity here. You've brought it to be as strong as it really could be. There might be something that you want to add to your life or to some project in your life that you want to kind of rev it up or take it up a level here. And it might even just be like, okay, this is the other thing that's coming in with this too. You know, like if we get really comfortable in a situation, like we've been doing the same thing for quite some time. I don't know about you, but sometimes I start to get a little bit, I might start to overthink it a little bit, thinking, you know what, things need to always be evolving and changing. Shouldn't this be, or shouldn't I be, or shouldn't something be happening? So maybe there's a bit of that energy going here, and you're determined to push through this. Right? It almost makes it feel like maybe you're kind of resting on your laurels, is what you might be feeling. But and the funny thing is, like, there wouldn't be a lot of obvious things to come forward to kind of show you what to do next, because you've already done so much. Now, the other thing is that you might just in general be the biggest obstacle that you are facing. So there could be something about how you've created things up to this point and the beauty and the fulfillment that's been achieved through this. Well, I'm over here. You can come over here. I know. You know where I am. So there can be, I really feel like, though, that there's more. So how is it showing up in your life? The Hierophant. Wow, what the hell? Oh, yeah, did you see what he did with that feather, Lily? I know. He's checking out the feather, like, holy crap. The Hierophant, it's like you. So how's this showing up in your life? I feel like you've kind of created some rules. Maybe rules, more like I'm getting with this is kind of like really well worked out patterns and habits that are serving you well. Like what do you need? Why this tarot reading? I feel like asking because it's just like I don't know, you're doing great. You're making commitments to things. The biggest obstacle that you're facing too could be that there's a lot of demand for you as well. There could be a lot of demand for you, a lot of demand for your energy. And this is creating a lot of commitments. You might want to create more and more and more and more and more because you're in just a really creative and growth-oriented cycle. And this is showing up like if you find yourself overly committed to things. But, oh, see, again, this card, look at him. He's like this big old tree. And he's just sitting there and he's been there a long time. Like it's this wise old tree with little birds come in. So it does, again, have that feeling like you've been doing something for quite some time now. And a lot is connected into this. A lot is dependent in this. There's a hidden factor that you weren't aware of. Oh, this is why you're here. Oh, yeah. Come on up. Knock some more shit down. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. This is a factor that you don't see. You do have an answer coming in. You have a new solution for something. What it is, I don't know, because you're already kind of at the top of a game here and what you're doing. Can you not knock down those cards? I'm going to use those for the extended. Yeah, there's no more feathers. You took them all. Yeah, you did. You are going to get some kind of an answer. And this is going to, so even if you're feeling a little bit stale or like, I really don't know what I could add to this to make it more creative, but still kind of, I want to say still hold true to whatever this is that you're working on, or if it's you, but it's going to add like a sense of excitement and eagerness here. So a plan is coming through. This is great. Like, yes, I do see you here getting the low-bearing fruit, but it's this higher fruit up here. Well, I'll just move down. That's okay. Hi. Hi, handsome. If you turn the sound up, you might hear him purring. He's a big baby. Oh my goodness. Okay, what can help you grow right now? Strength. Just persevere. What gotta do? You gotta persevere a little bit for something. I don't feel like you're persevering necessarily in a very uncomfortable position though. If you are, it feels like it's more like in your headspace. Like it's kind of like the things that you're thinking in and around here. Look, you got the High Priestess. Wow. I feel like every once in a while I get like some new viewers that are coming around, or even existing ones that are stopping by again or something, that are already like very psychic. I'm really getting that energy here. Like it is like a really psychic ability here. The High Priestess and clear cognizance, eagerness. I wonder. I'm just sitting here wondering why. It just feels like almost like something's been taken to a point of, like you've hit a glass ceiling with something creatively. But it's almost like it feels like you're kind of sitting there with it. You're sitting there, sitting there, sitting there. So there might be some sort of timing that's involved in this hidden factor that you were unaware of with the Seven of Pentacles coming in. Sort of like a new plan. Well, right then, let's clarify. I'm sorry, that was a little bit loud. Yeah, I know. I won't do it again. Clear cognizance. The Two of Swords. Yeah, this is exactly what you need. You're not going to get it anywhere else except in your head. You're going to get this answer. It's going to come to you intuitively. I don't know if you pull cards yourself or you do any sort of meditative practices here and you kind of try to connect with your own guides. But yeah, you're at a crossroads. It does feel like you're at a crossroads on something. But I really say, like, I don't know. Your energy is pretty good. Eagerness. The Eight of Cups. The Five of Cups. The Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, there's almost like an emotional disconnection to something here. So, I mean, I'm hoping you're not emotionally disconnected from yourself. That would be really unhealthy. I'm not really picking that up. I mean, there's times where we can put our emotions off to the side for a few minutes or a day or two or even a week if there's something that we just need to deal with, and we need to be really, really present. But then at some point, you still want to assess your feelings. And maybe there is though, because the Eight of Cups is like not being emotionally invested anymore. But then the Five of Cups is just being disappointed about it. So I feel like there might be something here where you just feel you're not emotionally invested in this anymore. And it kind of leaves you feeling sort of disappointed. It's almost like I feel like I'm looking at someone who may have even created their own industry or their own business or, yeah, you want me to move this one? Okay, we'll move that one. Is that okay now? Okay. And it's like, you almost have everything you could want with it, honestly. But I feel like growth is important to you somehow. In some capacity, there needs to be some sort of growth occurring. And I do feel like also for you, maybe a challenge in learning. You've hit a bit of a glass ceiling. So the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, though, I really feel like this is kind of like being able to do something with whatever this is that comes in, right? And then, yeah. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles. This is really achieving something quite grand for yourself. Well, yeah, you need to be the center of attention. Why not, huh? You came a long way to do it. You came a long way to do it. Are you a good boy now? Are you a good boy? Yeah. All right. The biggest obstacle that you were facing, for me, is the cat, because I can't see it spread. It's the Empress. Yeah, I'm sure that looks exciting. Oh, you guys, sit there. Okay, yeah, we don't need to look at those cards anymore, do we? The Ten of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Now, some of you might have taken off a lot more than you can chew in one go here. You might have a lot of things that are kind of overwhelming you that don't really have anything to do, maybe even with some sort of project or some sort of goal that you have for yourself here. There's a sense of the mundane being the priority and the heaviness of that, as opposed to like a brand new day, like just feeling really great and feeling really inspired and feeling really eager about going forward with something. So I feel like, Taurus, that this obstacle that you're facing is, yes, you. It is things that you've picked up. But I think, too, there might be, because maybe with this Empress energy, it is very Venus. It is Venus incarnate on Earth. Like, it's very attractive to other people. So people may naturally come to you to help with any problems that they might have, or they may also come to you just because they want to do things with you too. They want to create with you. And I think you say yes a lot of the time. I'm kind of getting the feeling that you might say yes a lot of the time. How is this showing up in your life? The Hierophant. See, that's it too, right? It's like all these commitments that you make. And then, yeah, you hold yourself to them. And it's like, shit, I'm overcommitted for the day. The King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I'll tell you how this shows up. You end up being in situations and relationships where you're the one with the most experience. You're the one with the most knowledge. You're the one that people rely on here. King of Cups and King of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So a page is very young, very inexperienced, very dreamy, perhaps, maybe not as practical as you would be in a particular situation. Like you got tons of earth energy all over the place for your obstacle and how it's showing up in your life. So you're showing up in your life here because I feel like you are a heavy steady for people, a continual steady. And you do pull in, you're just taking on more than you should. The Seven of Pentacles, hidden factor that you aren't aware of. King of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Now here's the thing, right? The emotional connection here, the emotional, and you can even look at cups too as intuition, which is really funny, right? Because we're talking about the High Priestess and claircognizance. So even just your emotional connection here is, yes, even smaller than what it really should be because of all these weighty responsibilities that you've got going on here. So part of this hidden factor that's coming in, it's going to be clear as day with the King of Swords. I look at he has a white cat. Look at that. I have a white cat. The king, and he has a white dog, the King of Pentacles. That's cute. Anyways, sorry. You're going to get like clear as fact information here. And it literally feels like it's to alleviate like this big question mark or this big, I don't know what to do with something here. I need some sort of a direction. I need something to come in. I mean, something's going to come in for you and it's going to be clear as day. There'll be no mistaking it. Not at all. And it could even be like a direct, like if you're trying to figure out what's a replacement for baking powder in a recipe. It's like you find the solution to that. Like it's clear as day. And then here, like there's all this creativity. It's flowing like crazy with the Queen of Wands. It just flows like lava from a volcano. It just pours out. But you just got to persevere. I love that. Like what can help you grow right now is strength. Is honestly like just keep things kind of the way they are. Even though it does feel like to me, to you, that there's a part of you here that's not quite in it the way it should be. The Strength card. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. It's the thing that you don't see coming. It's a solution here to something. It gets the big emotional question mark out of the way and allows you to be incredibly creative here and abundant. Yeah, it's the answer that you don't see coming. Let's look at worry, determination, and rest. It's almost like I am worried, so I'm determined to rest. Good for you. Worry. The Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This is like all that heart space energy. Maybe there's someone that you feel like would be great, or a collaborative energy, or this could even be like disappointments that you've had in your own relationships that's showing up on here too. Like it's not real specific. I'm not getting like the Eight of Pentacles or anything like that, or even the Three of Pentacles to say, you know, it's the way you've been working with people in the past, or no, there's something much more about, there's an emotional thing here that I feel like is the one thing that you want to really add to your life in some way. Determination. The Star, the Five of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. Determined to basically heal some sort of feeling that leaves you kind of disconnected. Perhaps communicate to that about that, understand it, and rest. The Lovers, the Knight of Pentacles, I guess the Death card and the Fool. It's almost as if you've just been tiptoeing around. You're doing what you have to do. I'm getting that here, over here. And you're taking things very practical right now. But really what's really, really wanted here is to just come out of this cycle and just feel like fresh start, new beginning. It's almost like that feeling, almost as if, particularly with the Ten of Wands here, like you imagine a home that you've lived in for 30 years. I can't. It feels like I move. I've been, wait, how many times have I moved again? 16 or 17 times, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, but imagine, if you could, a house that you've been in for like 20 or 30 years, and it's got the collection of all the things that you've loved at some point because you chose to bring them into your house, but you're just finding like yourself, there's no more to bring in. There's nothing left to, there's no more space to bring anything in here. But I'm still here. Like, I'm still alive. I'm still growing. I'm still evolving. I'm still changing. It's almost like just kind of finally maybe getting some solution. Like, well, I don't want to get rid of everything. And how would I go through all of the stuff that's important to me and sort that out? That would take years. And then it's like, I don't know, you go away for, let's say, a week, and your kids, I'm guessing if you've had a house for 20 or 30 years, your kids, while you're away, they go into the house, they get a big bin, they take almost everything out that they're pretty sure you wouldn't want, they put it in the bin, but nicely, so you can come and take it back if you, it's just like you come and you walk into the house and you're like, it's almost like it's been freshly painted. The old carpeting's been pulled out. There's a hardwood floor. It just, but that almost just feels like you. Like how I'm describing that feels like it's you. You're the house, right? And then you kind of are coming up as the Empress. So there's a solution coming for you. Ooh, the Devil. The Devil and the Ten of Cups. Man. For some of you, there's more than what I'm kind of picking up in this reading that's blocking you from this emotional fulfillment. Some of you, it's pretty heavy, but I'm going to tell you, regardless, there is a solution coming in here. You have to persevere because what you don't see is the Seven of Pentacles coming in. So Taurus, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to find out what the universe is trying to guide you towards. Why? What is the lesson in this? And the next steps for you moving forward. Thank you so much, bovine babies. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.